नमो नमः। सर्वेभ्यो नमस्कारः। गुरुभ्यो नमः। Today is the 8th day of our classes on yoga. Our Guruji CSR Prabhu Garu will take the class. We will start the session with Vande Mataram and then Prarthana. Let us request Krishna Kumar Garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
सर्वेभ्यो नमस्कारः। वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमितां ध्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्।
వందే మాతరం. ధన్యవాదములండి కృష్ణ కుమార్ గారు. Now let us request Govindaraj garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Sarvebhyo Namaskaraha. Let us start meditation. Sit with your back straight. Gently close your eyes. Palms facing the sky. And focus on your breath. Let us now chant Om 3 times. Om. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatidum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvannuti Dasadanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinam Avitriyavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guroh Paramam Shishurasmi Guroh Matirasti Gurau Mam Pahi Guro. ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
హరి ఓం. ధన్యవాదములండి గోవిందరాజు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. Now let us request our Guruji, CSR Prabhu Garu, to take over the webinar, please.
Okay, can you see me clearly? Position and give me clearly. Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you see me in the correct angle?
Yeah, vertical.
Okay, fine. Let us start. All of you stand up, hands and legs together. Join your feet. Keep your hands tight, and then inhale and exhale very fast to clear the throat. Vishuddha chakra. Then Mano Nadi Shakti becomes prayer. Press this arm comes to the right side and concentrate on Mano. So that we get this knowledge, this practice very well. Next, Buddhi Tatha Buddhi Shakti becomes when you are doing backwards, concentrate on the back of your head. This portion will be then 45 degrees front becomes and Medha Shakti becomes this portion. Close your eyes. Then you go for the neck. Next. Keep your fingers in this from your eyes. Fix the gaze on the tip of the head. Till going down and keep watching. Your eyes burn. Finger is not. Your eyes burn. Repeat it 6 times. Okay, next we go for the Apollo Vikas. Keep the cheeks. Keep your tongue spoon outside like this. Breathe into the tongue like closing the nose or the cheeks. Hold the breath for as much time as you can. Six times. Karna Shakti Vikas. Yes. Close your ears. Repeat the same. Yes. Please do only one. Yes. This exercise helps in ears grow and also make mind talk. Then we have the neck exercise. Breathing and normal VSS. That is horizontal motion. The number two is vertical motion. Minimum 3 max. Then revolution. Don't go continuously in the same direction. Go back with them because fourth exercise. Devashik. Pull the neck upwards. And breathe out at the top. The knees start. Then we have the shoulder exercise. Or the shoulder called bomb movements. Thumb to the bomb movement. Close your fists. Thumb inside. Tight. But keep the fist tight. Don't bend your toes. Move only the shoulders up and down. Wind them up into the bomb. While holding the gun, move your shoulders up and down. But sometimes then lift up the head and below. While you move the shoulders, your chin should touch the chest. Close the eyes, close the cheeks, then hold the gun. Next, keep your hands between this. Right angle, segment. With this close, take a breath. Next, don't open your fist forward. No going backwards. Here. Right here, don't go backwards. Stick it here. Next, open fist. Next, stretch the fingers. Right. Loose go over to right over to teacher. Right. Stick. Next. These 3 times crossing strikes. Both hands. Touch them back to back. See like this. You're touching back to back. Next, close your fist. Take the hold the pen. Breathe out with the hand. Next, do the reverse. Same hand reverse. Next hand. Now, both hands. Putting more or less two fingers. Two. Next, imagine putting your feet straight towards like the Swami. Fingers. See what I'm doing? Holding it tight. Same thing. This will improve. Parkinson's. Next, Vakshasthara Shakti Vikas. Easy and bend backwards. Reload. Actually, for just dealing students. Okay, next we open the abdomen. Bring down and put your side and hold. PR. Hold it without pull the abdomen side and hold it without contact. All patient was bring down. Now same thing without holding. For 10 times. Then next exercise is feet same down in the direction. Next, and forward 45 degrees. Next, Mudra, breathe into the mouth and then exhale. Hold the breath, blowing the cheeks, blowing the abdomen, pressing the chin to the chest. Then lift up and keep on. Heart. Next is 1060. Abdominal. And repeat the same at 9. Now at 60 degrees, breathe out and shake your abdomen up and down without breath. Same thing at 90. Last guide of your place, rounding. Abdominal, turning. Breathe out and forward and slowly support the knees and column in the center of the abdomen. That is Machanoli. The other right. Okay, now what is first? Think rest. Loosen your hands, rest body. Relax deeply by taking a deep breath. Feel breathing going and coming out. In, out. Now we will do some yoga nidra exercise, imagination, breathing in deeply, feeling each part. Start with the right leg. Let us start with the right leg. Go to the last right. Feel it, right leg. Yes, and then next digit of the right. Next. 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 Then the right foot, as if you're touching it, feeling it. Back of the foot, right foot. Down the foot, core of the foot, down and back. Feel the heel, then come up the ankle joint. Heel the ankle joint. Then come up the calf muscles for the right leg calf muscle. Keep coming. The right leg knee. Feel the knee back. The right thigh muscle. Hey, then go to the right hand. Right hand, little finger. Deep breathing. Right hand, ring finger. Brahma. Right hand, little finger. Right hand, yes, yes, yes. Right hand, little finger. Right hand, ring finger. Right hand, little 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 fi Right hand on Right hand up. Bottom again. Right hand. Back. Joints. And come up. This money. Maybe breathing and feel. Lower arm. Elbow joint. Right hand elbow joint. Right arm, upper arm. Right shoulder. Shoulder joint. Shoulder blade. And over to the left leg. Left leg, little finger, chitikala velu, head on top. Next, finger on leg. Next, middle finger. Next, index finger of the left leg. Toe, left toe. Left leg, rotating. Deep breath. Go to the bottom of the foot icon. Bottom E. Come up to the icon. Left leg ankle joint. Deep breathing. Energization feeling. Left leg, lower leg, calf muscles. Pick up. Left leg, back of the knee in front of the knee side. Thigh, left leg, thigh, left thigh. Upper thigh, left thigh muscles. Deep breathing, energization, healing of each part. Next, left hand, little finger, left hand, and index. Left hand thumb. Left hand palm. Chin. Left hand wrist. Wrist joint forward. Left hand around. Elbow. Upper. Shoulder joint. Next, back of the neck, front of the neck and back of the neck. Eye the cord. Backbone. Deep breathing. Go down, down. The whole of the back. Look at the front. Look at the chin. Eyes, nose, all chin. And front of the neck. Collarbones. Ribs. Upper chest. And deep breathing. Now the whole body, close your eyes. Feel the whole body. Energized. Deep breathing. 7 times. The whole body. Now just balance. Now open your eyes. Move your hands and legs so that you regain your control. All your hands. Slowly move it. Come back. This is called Yoga Nidra. It's deeply relaxed. That remove high blood pressure, heart problems, like cause health problems, sleeplessness, etc. You can do when you go to sleep so that after if required. We will do for product movement, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Mhm.
Your voice is cutting. Now take out that remote and see. Now you speak. Let us see.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me clearly?
Not that clear. Okay, you take out that. Take out that.
Okay, now.
Now better.
Okay. Use your right hand, middle finger and thumb. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the right and exhale. I showed you the sectional breathing, upper chest breathing. Keep your hands back and breathe in only through the upper chest. Then mid chest. Keep your hands on the ribs and breathe in only through the ribs, mid to chest. And then abdominal breathing. Abdomen should come forward when you breathe in and go backward. We have already done the same thing in Sukshma Vyayam. So, 3 sections, A, U and Ma. So you should know how to activate your lungs. Okay, now we will go for meditation. Keep your eyes closed and watch your thoughts. If at all any thoughts are coming. At the first stage of meditation, after which the thoughts are not coming, or very few thoughts are coming, if any, if at all. Then watch your breath, feel your breath going in. Second stage. Fingers, keep it in Chinmudra. Feel the breath going in and out. Third stage, Soham. Synchronize Soham with inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, so, exhalation. Only mentally. Soham. Soham. So means Saha, means he. He means Ishvara, Shiva, God, Paramatma. Aham means I. That means Jiva. So Paramatma, Jivatma, joining. This body is a temple. Deho Devaraya Prokto. Jivo Deva Sanatana. This Jiva is the God who is ancient and eternal, permanent. Tyajed Ajnana Nirmalyam. Remove the Ajnanam as Nirmalyam and perform the puja with Soham. Soham Bhavena Pujaye. Deho Devalaya Prokto Jivo Deva Sanatanaha Tyajed Ajnana Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujaye. Soham. Same thing in reverse is called Ham So. 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 हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात्. Who is this Hamsa? He is Paramahamsa, which is Paramatma. You should be able to realize the oneness of the two. Jivatma, Samyoga Eva Yoga. That joining, yoga means joining of Jivatma with Paramatma, which is what we are doing now by this meditation. So Bhavit. Once you have done that, you reach total absorption, blankness. And that is Om. Om Ityekaksharam Brahma. Omkaram Bindu Samyuktam Sadadhyayanti Yogin. Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva. Omkaraya Namo Namah. Omkaraya. Omkaraya. Take deep breath and produce Om in 3 parts. A, U and Pa. Pa will be the abdominal exhaustion of the breath. A will be for chest. Will be chest. Take deep breath. We have done today Soham meditation, then finally Om meditation. Om you can do as many times as you want. You can do 100 times also if you are interested in doing so. There will be resonance of the sound coming from the walls. That sound will produce miraculous impact. In fact, they have measured in the timoscope that producing Om sound produces Sri Chakram in the air. And Om is the primordial sound from which everything came and everything will go into. That is the indication of Brahman, indication of Ishvara. Tasya vachaka pranavaha japastadartha bhavanam. You repeat it, and if you remember its meaning, tata pratyak chetana adhigamo antaraya bhavascha. You will be able to overcome the antarayas, the obstructions to life and yoga. All the obstructions are vyadhi, dhyana, samshaya, alasya, vinati, bhranti, darshana, vanite, antaraya, all kinds of diseases, drowsiness, doubt, laziness, dissatisfaction, all psychological maladies as well as physical maladies can be overcome by the japastadartha bhavanam, by Om repetition and meditation on its meaning, which is Ishvara himself or Brahman. Now we will go for the theory class. You can also do this. This will be massaging the whole body and producing the heat. Then after that, you rub your hands in all parts of the body so that the whole body gets activated once again after deep rest and yoga practices. Okay, now I will go to the theory class. Please take a printout of the theory volume and read it by yourself. Today I will cover unit 2 of course 1. In unit 1, we have covered the definitions of yoga as given in various Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita. Then the historical development of yogic concepts today, because it starts with the Bhagavad Gita chapter 4. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavana vivaswan manave prabhu matrikshva kave kati evam parambara praptamidam rajarshayo sakalena mahata yogo param sayeva. This yoga I taught first to sun god, and sun god Vivaswan Manave taught to Manu, and Manu taught to Ikshvaku, and so on. All the emperors, kings, Rajarshis have learned this yoga, and finally it was lost due to time. Now I am teaching once again what Krishna said in 4th chapter. So yoga is a spiritual effort to understand and control the nature of the body, mind, and intellect. Please mute your mics. And individuals towards reaching an unaltered state of personality. So yoga is a spiritual effort. It is not just physical. It's a spiritual effort to understand and control the nature of body, mind, and intellect of the individual towards reaching an unaltered state of personality. That is Nischala Tattvam. You must have heard this famous song in Bhaj Govindam. Satsangatve Nisangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nischala Tattvam, Nischala Tattve Jivan Mukti. So by satsanga, by good contacts, you will develop good habits, good lifestyle, and you will get detachment. We have talked about detachment, essential in life. Nisangatve nirmohatvam, right? Detachment, lose your craziness or craving, moha for everything. There is no point in running behind money, gold, women, cars, computers, so on and so forth. So when you don't have moha, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, you will reach fixedness. Nischalatatve jivan. Once you reach the nischalatatvam, you are liberated. Jivan mukti, while you are alive. If you are liberated while you are alive, then you need not be born again. Please remember, all of us will be born again if we have desires left. If we are not liberated in this life while living, everyone will be born as per the unfulfilled desires, as per the bondages, attachments, as per the moha, cravings, and craziness, delusions. Even single desire is enough to bring you back to go through the Garbhanarakam and all the miseries. So we have to give up all desires. Number one, no desires left. So because you have enjoyed everything in this life, nothing is left to enjoy. Next, no cravings. And you will reach a absorbed state of fixedness. So it is a conscious, yoga is a conscious attempt on the part of the individual to avoid every possible pain, discomfort, and sense of avoiding any type of activity leading to such pain. Instead of the word yoga is often overused. It's used for only one aspect of yoga, that is physical postures. Simple breathing patterns, or simply sitting with closed eyes. It is not just that, there is a whole lot of theory behind it, a whole lot of philosophy behind it. It is associated with superhuman activities like clairvoyance, siddhis, clairaudience, and mystic powers. Many people think it mere health and beauty cult, and many others believe it is a religion. But only if you know it is a systematic science, Yoga Shastra, intended for the evolution of manhood into suprahuman, from man to divine, Superman. Any attempt to understand the real purpose, nature, and technology of yoga would require to inquire into the very roots of yoga and its traditions. The origins of yoga are obscure. They go back many thousands of years and are considered to be divine rather than human. Shiva is supposed to have first given the yoga, that Shastra, teaching to Parvati inside the cave of Amarnath. Some of you must have visited Amarnath. That is where the yoga instruction took place, to elevate a human being called Parvati into a divine being of Adiparashakti. So the yoga was a process to elevate the human to the divine. To go back to thousands of years, the concept obscure origin, original purity of yoga is preserved in India. Today, of course, the whole world claims yoga is their own, even Westerners are claiming, because its teachings have been handed down to the tradition, the tradition of master and disciple, Guru Sishya Parampara. By the way, it is said in the Shastras, the more popular yoga becomes, the more weaker it becomes. That is how it has become weak now, though it has become popular. Sometime back, it's not popular, very few people were there. In whole of Secunderabad, I was only one person teaching yoga in the 60s. In whole of Hyderabad, there was only one person, my teacher who was teaching gradually. We were only 3 of them first. Now there are hundreds and thousands of yoga teachers. Sometimes the yoga teachers are more in number than yoga students. So the yoga system is Sanatana and also Puratana, because you find it in the Indus Valley civilization also. The historical origin of yoga belongs to a distant past. When and how of its origin cannot be exactly established. It is not possible to study the historical origin of yoga in terms of the chronology of years, but it is possible to trace in terms of the chronological sources of yogic traditions. So for the convenience, period extending over a span of 8,500 years may be organized into pre-Vedic, Vedic, Upanishadic, Ithasic, Classical, Puranic, and modern ages. In the pre-Vedic, we found in a place called Mehergarh, which is dated to 7th millennium BCE. A great civilization flourished in the bank of Indus and now dried up Saraswati. Many figures clearly indicate the continuous lifestyle suitable with present Hinduism and the practice of yoga. Yoga asanas have been found in the oldest Indus Valley excavations, and Vedic age, which is taken as later, because there's a lot of confusion and contradiction and what do you call questionability on the age of Vedas. I don't agree with the Vedic age in as late as this, but some people say that. So the Vedic hymns were composed on the banks of Saraswati. In fact, the Saraswati is understood as both goddess, Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, as well as because on the banks of Saraswati River, the knowledge evolution took place. Effervescence of the knowledge and its diffusion to the global spread on the Saraswati River banks, which later became the Indus Valley civilization. Pashupati's seal is there, where Shiva is Siddhas. And of the four Vedas, the Rig Veda, Atharva Veda contain traces of yoga preparation. The Yajur Veda also contains. I have compiled the mantras in Yajur Veda comprising yoga. They are found in the Svetasvatra Upanishad as it is. So in the various suktas, the Purusha Sukta, the Nasadiya Sukta, Keshi Sukta, we find the traces of yoga, Sankhya, which came about more crystallized later. In the Atharva Veda, Madhukasha is substance released by gods upon which the sages contemplate. This corresponds to later ideas in Tantra and Hatha Yoga of the internal nectar drip. The tongue is kept upwards. I told you yesterday, keep the tongue upwards when you are doing Soham meditation. It is touching the palate, touching the palate. The breathing will come directly on the tongue. It will have miraculous effects. And in higher yoga, in Kechari Mudra, Amrutam will come. And they can live for long years. In the Upanishadic age, we have the, of course, in the Atharva Veda, the Prana Sutta, 11.4 and 11.5. Prana is the core principle on which the yoga system is formed. Then the Upanishadic age, we have the principal Upanishads touching on principles of yoga. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Brahman is described as pure, conscious, blissful, absolute. Aham Brahmasmi is found in this Upanishad. So the idea here is Soham. I am he and I, initially separate, but actually they are same. Finally, during the successful sadhana, you will realize Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. It is not an egoism. If you think you are expanding your ego, you are mistaken. Ego is destroyed completely right in the beginning. It is only pure consciousness, which is yourself, which is same in you and me and everyone, and all put together is Paramatma or universal pure consciousness. So that is what is to be realized. Ayamatma Brahma Mahavakya. This self is Brahman. Same thing repeated in Tappavasi or Aham. All mean same. The oneness of Jiva with Shiva. It is not with ego, it is minus ego. It is not with Rajoguna and Tamoguna or even Sattva. It is in Suddha Sattva. So if you transcend ego, if you transcend Jivatva, if you transcend the Trigunas, then you will be able to identify yourself with Supreme Being, God, Ishvara, Shiva, Brahman. The Chandogya Upanishad has elaborated on the Om and the Gayatri Mantra, which is given by Vishwamitra in Veda, is elaborated in the Chandogya Upanishad. And many yogic practices such as tapas, dhamma, that is in the niyamas we have Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara, Pritha. Honesty, Arjava, that is honesty, Ahimsa, Satya, found in the Chandogya Upanishad. It also describes prana and its implications. Taittiriya Upanishad explains the Panchakosha theory. We have covered it in our last lecture on the Taittiriya Upanishad. In the Kathopanishad, explicitly deals with Adhyatma Yoga. In fact, it says, Nayamatma, Pravachane, Rabhyo, Namedaya, Namahuna, Sutena, Adhyatma Yoga, this self cannot be understood or experienced by hearing lectures, reading books, or by being very intelligent and knowledgeable. It is to be experienced, discovered through an experiential, evolutionary process of Adhyatma Yoga. In Kathopanishad, you will find a ripened form of yoga where metaphorically stated as controlling the sense organs. This is metaphorically stated as controlling the horse's senses through veins, manas, and buddhi as a driver, self as a charioteer. Atmanam radhinam vidhi, shariram turadham. So this way it explains the entire antakarana, the self, the ahankara, buddhi, and the manas and indriyas. Indriyas are running like horses, and the brains controlling it, mind, and the driver is buddhi. This Upanishad forms a transition from esoteric practice of Vedic period to the more systematized state of yogic practices. So, in fact, you can see by now that the core central theme of the Vedas, the Upanishads, is yoga, not just physical yoga, but spiritual yoga, higher yoga. And Shvetashvatra Upanishad, as I told you, it explains the entire yoga system as given in the Yajurveda. I quote you one mantra from the Yajurveda. Yunjate manauta yunjate dhiyo vipra viprasya brahataha vipaschitaha vihotra vage vairate in mahi devas savidu parishtu. My mind, let us join our minds, let us join our intellects to that supreme power which is driving everything. Yunjate manauta yunjate dhiyo vipra viprasya brahataha vipaschitaha. Brahat Brahman vipaschitaha, full of knowledge. The vipra, the knowledgeable people, join their minds and join their intellect. Vihotra vahe vainadeka in mahi devasya savidu parishtuti. This is the supreme praise for that Savitru, that is effulgent like sun, supreme power. He devasya, divine being. This praise is similar to the Gayatri Mantra. तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. When the Maitrayani Upanishad speaks of the elemental self, Bhutatma, and the transcendental self, the individual self, and the realization of the eternal self is possible with Shadanga Yoga, Shadangas, Pranayama, Jahara, Yamayamas are the lifestyle practices, their ethical principles, moral framework, dharma, legal framework as the main core practices start with pranayama, asana is foundation, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. And of course, it's called tarka in Maitra and Upanishad, because all these Upanishads came out at different periods of time. They are the research thesis outcomes of the Vedic Samhita mantras. Please note this, because how I realize this is Upanishad, but a research derivation of the Veda mantras on yoga. The Mandukya Upanishad, it has explained Om, Avuma. Today I have explained Avuma. Avuma refers to three states of existence: waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. And Aum together represent the Turiya, fourth state, which encompasses all three and beyond. So this is about the Yoga Darshana in the Upanishads, how it is conveyed. Yoga Darshana as separately, it has come later through Patanjali Yoga Sutras, which is much later to the Upanishads and Vedas. And the Itihasic age, in the Ramayana, we can find the trace of yogic practices of Yama and Niyama in the form of truthfulness, Satya, Ahimsa, non-harming, penance, tapas, and virtues like righteousness, comprising dharma. Mahabharata, known as Panchama Veda, is a magnificent, invaluable treasure of mythology, religion, philosophy, ethics, customs, information about kings, lineages, sages. One can trace the elements of yoga in the teachings of Anugita, Moksha Dharma, and of course Bhagavad Gita. The Anugita is an abridged form of Bhagavad Gita. After finishing the war, Arjuna asked Krishna, "Tell me once again what you taught in the beginning of the war." So he gave a shortcut representation. Moksha Dharma section reveals everything necessary for attaining liberation, moksha from death. So basically, we are all darshanas, all shastras or darshanas and itihasa puranas aiming at achieving moksha, that is liberation from eternal suffering of all kinds. In the Bhagavad Gita, yoga is not systematically outlined as subsequent Maitra and Upanishad and the Yoga Shastra Sutras, but all the important elements of the yogic path are already there in the Bhagavad Gita. In the 6th chapter, particularly, it reaches total realignment of one's life to the ultimate being. For this, it teaches various paths: Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. So, in the Gita, it teaches 18 chapters, 18 yogas, but primarily it is 4 yogas: Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga is nothing but the Ashtanga Yoga, which we are discussing. The 6th chapter, we have already covered it once, the 6th chapter in Bhagavad Gita classes, where the Yoga Shastra was covered. So it may be said that during the period, India's philosophical, ethical, and metaphysical teachings underwent radical changes. During this period, an integrated approach of yoga and Sankhya has been taken. It is evident in the teachings found in the Mahabharata, especially in Bhagavad Gita, through a Sankhya text. It also explains yoga, therefore, yoga and Sankhya were well integrated. In fact, yoga is supposed to be practical Sankhya with Ishvara added. So the classical age starts with the darshanas, yoga darshana, we will be covering in detail. Basically, because Samyoga of Prakriti and Purusha leads to misery, and realizing that you are one and the same as Purusha and not Prakriti. Asangoyam Purusha, you are liberated from the miseries created by the samyoga with Prakriti. And Prakriti is made of 3 gunas. We have covered this also in the Gita. And Kaivalya, liberation, is removal of Aditya. This can be achieved through the practice of Jasa and detachment by Jasa Vyam and Nirodha. Yoga Chittavritti Nirodha. The mind is calmed down fully. It will be in its true, this drashta will be true nature. Otherwise, you will be identifying falsely with the Chittavrittis, leading to miseries as well. So that's why Yoga's Chittavritti Nirodha Tada Drashtu Swarupe Avsthanam Tisarupya Vitaktra. So Patanjali said 4 texts which we will be covering for deeper later. And I have touched it upon in my Yoga Darshana classes. The big book, Patanjali Yoga Darshana. You can study that was in Hindi. And that is about Patanjali Yoga Sutras. And after that, many commentaries were written. Tattva Vishya Vachaspati Mishra, Bhojapati of Raja, Vartanda of King Bhoja, and Yoga Vartika, Yoga Sangraha, Vidyana Bhikshu, all these commentaries are also there. Then in the Puranic age, there's a new tradition called Tantra Agama came. From Agama Shastra came the temple worship culture. Puranas, you already heard a lecture by Viraju. There are 18 Puranas. And in the some of the Puranas, yoga is clearly explained. In the Padma Purana, Kriya Yoga is explained. In the Vayu Purana, Maheshwara Yoga is explained, comprising Pranayama, Dharana. Bhagavata Purana is dedicated to Bhakti Yoga. And the Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali has been spoken. The Kurma Purana, Garuda Purana, Agni Purana, Markandeya Purana. The practice of Kundalini Yoga is strikingly there in Devi Bhagavata. And in the modern age, Tantric culture of India is followed by the Bhakti movement. The Vaishnavism, Shaivism, and Shaktism and psycho-spiritual movement resulted in the rise of Vaishnavism, Ramanujacharya, Shaivism, Basaveshwara, and others, the Lingayats, Shaktism, all are originally based on yoga. Tantra and yoga are almost parallel systems. Same things are told in both. The Tantra positive and negative force body are balanced and united to get psycho-spiritual transformation. This is the theme and practice of yoga based on the principles. In fact, there are several yoga options will develop, like Brahma Vidyopanishad, Amritanada Upanishad, Amrita Bindu Upanishad, Nada Bindu Upanishad, Dhyana Bindu Upanishad, Tejo Bindu Upanishad, Kaushika Upanishad, Yoga Chudaman Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, all yoga Upanishads out of 10, 8, 20 are yoga Upanishads. The Siddha movement of Indian culture dominated the society during the 8th century AD. Siddha means accomplished or perfected. This is the Tantric cult, Siddha or Hada Yogic cult. So, there is one who got Siddhi, ultimate perfect, and attained liberation. He also acquires all types of supernatural powers or siddhis through the process, and it is unique to him. Hinduism and Buddhism also, and is also called Hatha Yoga. Chief representative of Hatha Yoga is Gorakhnath, Gorakshanath, and his guru Matsyendranath. The Nath cult started with them only, even though Lord Shiva is said to be the source of Hatha Yoga. So Navanathas are there. Just went to Ujjain, where Gorakhnath's Samadhi is there. You can go and see there. Navanathas are there. The technology of yoga is hidden. The name itself is conjunction of the sun, and the name Hatha does not mean Hat. It means Ha and Tha. Ha is Suryanadi, Ha is Chandranadi. Balancing the both is called Hatha Yoga. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. So these two forces entwine the central force called Sushumna, in which the Kundalini Shakti moves. The movement of Kundalini power from Muladhara to Sahasrara is called the Chakra Veda, which is the crucial core process of Hatha Yoga. Goraksha wrote Hatha Yoga, Goraksha Paddhati, Goraksha Sataka, and other 6 texts in Hatha Yoga. Hatha Ratnavali is one he wrote, which I got in manuscript form in Saraswati Mahal. I was trying to get it published. I was trying to get it edited by our Vijay Dikshitru, but he passed away suddenly. So Atmarama Yogendra wrote Hatha Yoga Pradipika in 14th century. He's a Telugu man. That is a classical manual which we use today. Most of the quotations which I give are from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. You can buy it online and read standard reference text. There is a comment, many commentaries to Hatha Yoga Pradipika as well, and there is one Gheranda Samhita, Shiva Samhita. These are also very famous texts. Yoga, therefore, is an eternal river flowing through the ages, crossing many hedges and bridges, and reach its present stage. Today, the main difference is all over globe yoga is very extensively practiced, and many Westerners, Americans particularly, or even Europeans, they have become deeply interested in yoga for 50 to 100 years, and many of them are experts, and they are now claiming that yoga belongs to them because our Indians don't bother who claims what. So yoga is an eternal river. It's on flowing. It's a systematic science where practice of which one can realize the one who's self shedding all imperfections. And it is a holistic science. So we close here and open for any questions. Tomorrow we will cover Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga.
Okay, ధన్యవాదములండి. Anybody have any questions? Yesterday's question was answered mostly.
I can answer once again if you ask.
Yeah, please.
What is that question? Atma and Paramatma.
Give us 1 minute, I will just read it out. Is Paramatma and Jivatma concept different from Atman, which
No, both are sent.
is same in all animals and human beings?
I've sent 3 videos for you to understand this. There is only one Atma, which is called different names, different attributes added. If you add the word Jiva, it will become Jivatma. If you add, say, Parama, it will become Paramatma. If you add the word Antar, it will become Antaratma. If you add Prachagatma. But Atma is common. There is only one Atma, which is getting many versions. The different versions of only one Atma. Prachagatma means what we are experiencing continuously, always. Even now you are experiencing Nenu, I. That is Prachagatma. And every living being experiences that Prachagatma. That means every Jivatma is experiencing Prachagatma. So, but this Atma, when it's moving from one body to the other, it takes different versions of Jivatma itself. When you realize that this Atma totally is only one and Paramatma, and that is God, and it is not an object. We are making a big mistake to make it an object. It is a subject. So to realize that oneness of self or the subject or pure consciousness is the stage of liberation. So once you realize that you are not body, you are not the mind, na ham deho, na indriyanyantarankam, na ahankara, prana, na buddhi. धारापत्य क्षेत्र वित्तादि दूर साक्षी नित्य प्रत्यगात्मा शिवोहम. You realize that, then you are liberated. Any other questions?
Okay, any other questions, please? Okay, sir. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Can we go for Pradhana now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Govindaraj Garu.
स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सदनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
ధన్యవాదములండి. Now let's go for Janaganamana. Krishna Kumar Garu.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद.
జై ధన్యవాదములండి కృష్ణ కుమార్ గారు.